Good afternoon. You're here for the interview? Welcome. Sit down. I see that you've already brought your water. That's good. This is the first interview for this position. There will be more if you pass our criteria. I hope you do not mind that this interview is being recorded, and I will be typing extensive notes regarding this interview and your answers. Do not be alarmed. It does not mean that you are doing badly if I am being extensive, or even if I'm taking excessive notes. We will be asking primarily personality and behavioral questions, and then end with some of the yes or no. And then if things are going well, we will end with some of our deal breakers for this position. Most likely, though, the deal breakers would be in a second interview, so don't be concerned if we don't have time to get to those today. All right? Good. Don't be alarmed. Yes. All right. And to start things off, how did you find us? No, sorry, let me stop you there. You may not understand the question. How did you find this business? Not our location. How did you find us? So then, how did you hear about the position? What do you know about the company? So you have done your research. And you are well aware of what we do here. You understand the expectations. Good. So why did you apply for this position? So knowing that, why did you want to work for this company? Well, judging by your resume, that's interesting. It seems like you'd want more of a desk job than something in the field. Then why the change in career? So what are your career aspirations? And you are aware what we do here is of a very confidential and security nature. You're willing to go from a very public persona to more of a private nature. You cannot tell anyone actually about this interview, and if you get this position, you can't tell anyone about this position. This isn't one that is posted on job boards and LinkedIn. I'm surprised that you even are here in front of me right now. Based on our criteria of what we're looking for in this position, why would you want to be here? To change from corporate setting to one of a more, yes, it's still bureaucratic, but of a more covert. Yes, this is of a more clandestine nature. Fascinating. And why would you do that? So, if you could work for any company in the world, what would it be? So that's your dream job then. Well, I can't say that would be the job of your dreams. It would be more likely to describe this as the job of your nightmares. Yes. It's similar to what you've been doing before. It's similar to what you want to do in the future, but it's not. Yes. So, are you comfortable with travel? Yes, travel is an essential part of this position. We do international work. Yes. Let me just take that down here. And do you have a valid driver's license? And do you have a valid passport? Again, international travel may be a requirement. Let me just say it will be a requirement for this position. And if you were offered the job and started working here, what would your 5-year plan be? Like, where do you see yourself in 5 years? And do you have a problem if that doesn't work out? You do realize if you get this position, you can't do those two things at the same time. No. Yes. Fascinating. Can you walk me through your resume? Yeah, well, your last job was a desk job, corporate setting, and you had a very meeting presentation basis. You put down lots of your skills being with like PowerPoint and Word and office programs of that nature. You did lots of presentations, met with CEOs and board members, and we are well aware that you've written lots of documentation and have written lots of reports, authorized lots of things, made great meetings and business deals. And you're going from that into this kind of a position. Now, our interview process for this position is unorthodox in many nature, but this first interview is the most normal of interviews. Yes, the fact that you had to go through those channels to even find out about the job position is part of the interview process, the screening of candidates, so to speak. We don't just get anyone. It has to be someone who's experienced something related to this industry. And being a federal business, we are under lots of codes and jurisdictions, but we are also of a very confidential nature. You won't see us broadcasted anywhere. You won't know about us, but we are there working all the time. And you're willing to go from a normal corporate position into a very risky industry. Your dreams, that 5-year plan, it might not come to fruition. It might not be a possibility if you get this position. You understand? So you still currently work there? Now, with this position, it is a different position. What interested you in this position was being able to help people. And yes, we do help people. We are an essential industry. We're not industry. We don't exist, but we are essential. With that being said, what new skills, talents, or experience do you hope to get from being here? Well, that brings up a good question. Have you ever fired a weapon? No, it's not a deal breaker, but it is part of this position. You would have to carry a firearm. If all goes well, you will never have to use it, but you do have to carry it. And you'll have to have the licensing, the permit, all of that. And do you have any problems with shift work or unusual shifts, odd shifts, graveyard, early morning? Do you have any concerns of being on call, working on weekends? All right, so what is your best skills and strengths that you could bring into this kind of environment? Really? Now, how long did you do that? So why did you stop? So then, what is your greatest weakness? Well, then allow me to rephrase the question. What is your worst weakness? Do you think that would have any problems or concerns with you being able to perform in the line of duty, in the heat of the moment, under pressure? You don't see that as a cause for concern? Well, can you tell me a story about why that, when you noticed that that was your greatest weakness, when you knew, oh, this is something to work on and know about yourself when going forward? Tell me a story about that. Were they okay? That's good to hear. So what is your greatest professional triumph or achievement? So then, what is your biggest professional regret? So, you are willing to sacrifice that for this company. You are aware that your outside relations cannot know about this business. They cannot know about this foundation, this bureau. They can't. No one can know. No one will know. You're okay with that. All right. And what is your secret superpower or secret skill that you don't let people know about you, but you know you can do this amazing superpower? Yes, that is how it's described. And you don't let people know that. Why? That's fair. If I knew that I had a friend who could do that, I would ask them to do it all the time. You're right. And what motivates you or excites you at work? This is not an easy job. And we really want to make sure you have not only external motivation, the job, the salary, the importance that you're doing, but we want to make sure you also have this internal motivation, this drive to go here. We understand you've already put a lot of time and effort finding us, learning about us. We're not easy to find, and that's on purpose. People can't find us. People can't know. And we are looking for someone with that curiosity, that drive, that passion to know more about what we do here. But with that being said, we can't just assume that the outside motivation is enough. We want to make sure you have an internal drive. And what is that internal motivation, that passion to make you get up and pursue something that you don't see people doing? What are you passionate about? Thank you. That is exactly what I was looking for. Yes. Yes. Now, tell me about a time when you failed and how you handled it. Well, your professional regret was not a failure, so that's why we're asking this question now. I did mention most of these questions are personality and behavioral questions. Why does this matter? Why are you being defensive? That is what I'm trying to find out. No, I'm not trying to find out why you're being defensive. What I'm trying to find out is why you want to work here. You already know this is not easy. You know that it's dangerous. All right. So then how do you manage when you're in a high pressure situation? All right. So tell me, what is your favorite year that you have been alive? Why? What is something that you always forget exists? Do you like animals? What is your favorite animal? No, this isn't what animal you think you want to be, or what animal you think is my favorite. What is your favorite animal? Sure, insects can count. What's your favorite insect? All right. And what is your phone number backwards? What is under your bed? Have you ever thought about or wished that you would fall asleep and not wake up? Can you keep a secret? Did you keep a secret from me? In this interview, are you keeping a secret from me? Can you lie? Have you lied to me in this interview? How would you define success? No, how would you define success? If you could start your career over again, knowing what you know now, what would you have done differently? Why do you think that happened? You were never curious? Interesting. Why should we not hire you? All right. And I think we'll wrap this up pretty soon. How do you deal with conflicting instructions, procedures, or direct orders? All right, and Do you have a forklift license and are authorized to use a forklift? All right. So with that being said, how would you fight a chupacabra? Yes, a chupacabra. The goat sucker. Yes. Yes. Yes, this is a serious question. You are well aware of what we do here, right? And do you have any questions for me at this time? That is classified. That is confidential. That is also classified. Our dress code is business formal. We have some luxuries of freedom of expression, but we don't allow any visible tattoos or piercings. And yes, you do need to dress in a suit. Do not worry if you do not have a standard suit. We actually have our own. It's part of the position. If you are offered this position, we will actually have you fit in our own. Yes. Yeah, we have our own warehouse. Yes. It's because we can't let you know. We can't let anyone know. Any other questions? Do you have any other questions? I cannot disclose that. That is on a need-to-know basis, and you would have to be offered the position first to have any chance of being on that need-to-know. That is also classified. You would have to fill out multiple forms, and our NDA is far more strict than most companies. Because of what we do, yes. No, I wouldn't. If I could go back in time, knowing what I know now, would I accept this job? No. But am I glad that I did? Yes. My life entirely changed by this position. The world has been changed by this position. And knowing that, knowing what has happened, makes this all worthwhile. Knowing that no one else can know that this is all worthwhile. That's the devastation. That's the hard part, is not being able to communicate what I've done here. Yes, I'm in human resources. Yes. No. That is classified. All right. Well, if you don't mind, please like, subscribe, leave a comment with the front desk. Thank you for your time this afternoon. And don't forget to hit that bell on your way out of the building. Don't worry about hearing back from us. If you're accepted for this position, we will find you and bring you in. If you're not accepted, there's nothing to worry about. You will not have any memory of this location, position, or interview. Thank you for your time. Have a good day, and sleep well.